Studies show that 90% of HIV infection travels from three reasons. One is homosexuality, multiple partners, and drug needles. 90%. Less than 10% comes from parent-child, blood transfusion, or whatever. Now, if 90% comes from homosexuality, multiple partners, and needles, that means what? It is not a medical problem, it's a moral problem. So we need to come back to our basic values. Whenever we have traveled away from them, that is the time when each one of us has gone to our destruction. And I think breakdown of families because of premarital sex, extramarital sex, these are major reasons. And the so-called Western values, it's my life, many people have misconstrued as selfishness. It really means I am independent, but I am interdependent. When we say my life, it means I have unlimited potential, but it doesn't mean that I do what I feel like doing. Because my actions affect you, your actions affect me. We are sharing this planet together. We are not living in isolation.
Very true.
So what we do impact the other person. And unfortunately, many times you hear parents telling their kids too, do what you feel like. Do what you feel like. The reverse is just as true. Like what you do, what ought to be done anyway, whether you feel like or not.
Yes.
Like what you do, what ought to be done
Yes.
anyway, whether you feel like or not.
Yeah.
Does an athlete like to train every day? No, but that's important. That ought to be done, so he does it. Does a soldier want to go out every day, every time?
Yeah.
Probably not. Does a doctor want to go every day? No. But he has to go because that's the responsibility. So we need to understand. I think we've got lots of misconceptions out there today. So many times we keep blaming our kids. I think the problem is not with the kids. Problem is with the parents.
Yes.
See, we have a program coming up on positive parenting. Good parenting may give headaches, but bad parenting always brings heartaches. And that is true.
Very true, very true. We also witness in India a lot of unfair treatment of people with merit, and that old saying that it is the bad tooth which gets the gold seems to be working in India.
Well, as I shared, you see, wherever the system is messed up, you see, in a corrupt system, honest people have a hard time. In an honest system, a corrupt person has a hard time.
Very true.
So I think really acceptance norms in the society, they ought to be up there. If you remember, since you hail from India, going back a few decades ago, corrupt person used to be few and far between. And they used to stick out. And people's values were such that they used to say, oh, so-and-so person is corrupt. Don't socialize. We wouldn't get our kids married in that family, not with that family. Because there was a stigma attached.
I do remember, yes.
Today, that stigma has gone away. Today what happens? They find people corrupt and they want to associate with them. And you know what the justification is? Well, you got to be practical. You know, what has happened is our acceptance level has gone up. What was unacceptable at one time has become acceptable. That has become our norm.
Benchmark. Rather.
Hence, our own standards have gone down. Look at this. None of us is 24 karat pure, by the way. I'm not, you are not, no society is. Show me one society which is 24 karat pure. There is none in this world.
Yes.
But there is a world of a difference between 22 karat and 8 karat. And the degradation is so profound and clear. I'll share with you an example. When we made a mistake, there was a remorse. I did wrong. I used to feel bad because I did wrong. Today the remorse is not because somebody did wrong. The remorse is, why did I get caught? Now that's called degradation. two, an average age of the criminal has gone down. That's degradation. If these two indicators are not good enough to wake up and understand, then I don't think we deserve to wake up anywhere. That's called suicide. I think these are good enough indicators to understand what's happening in society.
Your contribution in cleansing the system is very well recognized now. How do you finance these social activities?
Well, there are people from our groups who send us donation checks. The rest we are funding by ourselves. We have no other agency that is funding us at all. It's basically our business. What we earn from one side, we put it to the other side. It is our time, effort, man hours that we put into it. It's our own money and time that we are funding ourselves. And whatever comes from people, the groups comes as donation, that's what we take.
You encourage participation from other people, like-minded people?
Oh, absolutely. We do encourage people to come forward.
Well, Mr. Khera, we wish you all the very best. It has been a pleasure speaking to you, and we look forward to you in Singapore very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm grateful.
We in Singapore believe that every breath Mr. Shiv Khera takes is full of inspiration for others. Would you please also share with us your experiences?
He has been giving us a lot of good ideas, and what he told that naturally we were thinking that should we take out the 3 days to attend this workshop, but finally we took a chance, and now after attending this workshop we are deciding that at least in a year, at least one workshop of Mr. Shiv Khera we should attend. It has enlightened our mind, given us so many good thoughts, like positive thoughts now are going in and negative thoughts are going out, and naturally once it is there, so you will get energized, and once you get energized, so naturally the productivity of yourself, of your society, of your country, that will boom like anything.
Well, I would say that this is a program which I am going to remember throughout my life. Initially I was a bit skeptical about the period that I am going to spend 3 days. Sparing 3 days is not easy, in fact, for me. But after having attended and after having joined the program, the way it proceeded, the way, in fact, we got involved in this, every moment I can say I enjoyed. The more, in fact, we interact, more I listen to him, in fact, more knowledge and more experience. It really gives me strength. The kind of values and the kind of philosophy that he shared with us, it's really going to last forever with us. So that is what I can say, in fact. Well, I represent a government corporation that's called National Small Industries Corporation. I am the head of the corporation, and having attended this program, I feel that all my senior management, in fact, should be able to attend the program, and that is what I am planning over the next few months or 1 or 2 years. And I have also requested them to provide me the whole lot of literature and the DVDs, so that at least those who cannot attend the program can be able to see the programs through DVDs and read the books. This is really a wonderful program. The kind of philosophy and the kind of message that it gives is, I think every person in the country should be able to attend the program. That is what my wish would be.
I fully agree with you.
Yeah, I have learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you very much.